I think we are going to go ahead and let's get underway. If you would please, everybody put yourselves on mute and let's start getting into the subject of the day, which is branding part 2. In part 1 last Thursday, Jill with Right On Communications was talking about developing a brand, the brand that says what it should say about your company, your business, how you present yourself to consumers. And now we're going to go into branding part 2, which is how to expose that brand to your potential customers. And there are a lot of different ways to do that. Traditional media can never be overlooked. The newspapers, people are still picking them up, radio, TV, billboards, and all the people that work at those companies, they know how to target your specific demo. They know what programs, they know where, as far as billboards are concerned, the location. They know in radio what demos and all of that. So they have experts inside those businesses to help you weed through all of those different options. But for a lot of us who don't do that, and I would suggest you definitely take a look at traditional media, because there are a lot of eyes and ears, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. One thing that you can do is you can focus in yourself on what you can do, and that's what this is all about. And so want to introduce Bonnie Revia. She's with bmax Inc. Productions. She's been a longtime chamber member. As a matter of fact, remember when she first started up her company and was getting everything underway? You know, it's been a little bit of a road, but man, it's really come along. She does a fantastic job, and she primarily makes video for online use, for social media and whatnot. And she's really good at it and getting your brand out there. So we want to turn it over to Bonnie and introduce Bonnie to you in case you don't know her. And by the way, in case you don't know me, I'm Joey Armstrong with the Beaumont Chamber. I'm the new member development director. So in that, Bonnie, why don't you go ahead and get everything kicked off? We'll let people log in as they can.
Okay, thank you, Joey. Appreciate that very much. I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to share these tips with everybody so we can all be seen and be known. And definitely, like you said, I agree, be in as many places as you can be. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Social media is one very important area to be, but yes, billboards, magazines, TV, all of it, use what you can. So I will go ahead and start with my PowerPoint. Do I have control? I do. All right, perfect. And this guy gets in my way. Go, stay up there. Sorry.
Nope, it's always like that. Yeah. There we go. Now we're seeing it.
Got to get right on it. And this PowerPoint, I've gone through it a couple times. For some reason, it wants to advance on its own, and I have to back it up. See, so but it will finally stop for me. So maximum exposure. And thank you, Jill, last week for getting us started with the branding. So now that we have our brand refined, it's good to get that maximum exposure with digital marketing. And social media, it's great to be seen there, especially now with so many people on social media. Most of the social media platforms have such a higher reaching SEO that what we can get with our own site, because they have been around and they have the power and the tools to reach a farther audience than we can. So we want to be present on as many as we can keep up with on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, and then concentrate on one or two on a daily basis, and really just keep the focus on one or two. Be on as many as you can, because people are looking on all the platforms for different things. So with the correct hashtags and the titles, a Google search can find your social media page before it can find your website. And part of that's because of their power and their tools, and they've been around a long time. So one of the things that social media uses is algorithms. An algorithm is a process or set of rules to be followed in calculations or other problem-solving operations, especially by a computer. What that means in real terms for social media is the rules have been written that the program will determine who will see your post based on those rules. So we see that happening. We might have 500 friends, but we only see a handful of them, and that's because of these algorithm rules. The 2019, I've kept these in here because they are still somewhat relevant. There are a few different rules, but we'll get to those. But the first thing that the Facebook and Instagram takes into consideration is the inventory of all posts available to display for you. You might have 500 friends, 200 of them might post at 5 o'clock. So the algorithm is going to take into consideration how many there is to be seen to you at one time. And then there will be signals sent to Facebook to tell Facebook what kind of post it is. Is it a video? Is it a photo? Is it a link? And so that it's going to take that into consideration. And then the predictions on how you will react to each post according to how you've reacted to them in the past. Do you typically interact with video more than anything else? Do you typically like and share photos, that type of thing? So it takes that into consideration, and then it gives it a final score based on all of those. And the post with the highest score is going to be the one that's shown to you. Same as what you post. The post with the highest score for your viewers, they're going to see the post that has that highest score. In 2020, there's a little bit of difference that's still considered, but also is who a user typically interacts with. So if you're constantly liking and sharing and commenting on a certain person's post, you're going to see that person's post a lot. And then the type of media, again, video, link, or photo, and then the popularity of the post. If that post is getting a lot of attention, comments, shares, likes, hearts, if it's getting a lot of attention, then it's going to be shown to even more people. And maybe it's going to get outside, well, not maybe, it will get outside that handful, typical people, because of the popularity, because Facebook wants its users to be engaged, and it wants to keep people on Facebook, and Instagram's the same. So the posts in your news feed will rank with friends and family first, information second, and entertainment third. And then most of the factors that Facebook bases its use on is how the user behaves and how they interact with the content that they like. So again, that's that popularity. And then Instagram, the app organizes photos and videos in your feed by how likely it is that you'll be interested in the content, your relationship to the user posting, and the timeliness of the post. So the sooner, if you're on there every day, you're going to see what's posted most recent. So 78% of American consumers have discovered retail products to buy on Facebook. 78%, that's a lot. That's a lot of people purchasing from Facebook. I know I've done it. I know I'm not the only one. I know used to, there was a time when we didn't like ads on our Facebook, and some people still don't, but now I search for stuff on Facebook to buy, because that's where everybody's posting everything. So the COVID-19 algorithms, we really don't know. There has been some research done, but it keeps changing. Everything keeps changing. The disease keeps changing. Now we're opening up, and now we're opening up more. Are we going to stay open? We don't know. But a few of the reports that have come out, influencers had analyzed 260 of their own campaigns, including more than 7.5 Instagram posts and data from over 2,000 TikTok influencers. They found a 76% increase in daily accumulated likes on Instagram hashtag ad posts. These are ad posts. This isn't interacting with family. These are ad posts. 76% increase in likes on ad posts. That's a huge jump. This information I got last week, so it was for a 2-week period prior to last week, so 3 weeks ago. So it's probably gone up, maybe fluctuated a little bit down now that people are going back, but that's a lot of people. And then the TikTok, 27% increase in engagement on TikTok from February to March, which TikToks used to be for teenagers, and now businesses are getting in there, a lot of them. And I think it's still younger crowd, but but they're there and they're increasing their engagement as well. So I can't read my writing. As long as we're trying to build our business, content of our posts must be engaging. So audience must interact with our post more than just a like. Even a heart emoji or any other emoji other than the like will bring the relevance up a notch and bring that score up a little bit. Comments, shares over Messenger, third-party shares, and comments from a third-party share will increase that score even more and give it more relevance. And that signals Facebook and Instagram to show it to even more users. So as the new audience engages with the comments and the shares, the post will be released to be seen by another set of users. And as they engage, it'll be released to more, and so on and so on. So always, always, always reply to your comments. Always make your content engaging, which can be done in a lot of different ways. Polls are great. And it doesn't always have to be about your business, but it's on your business page. So you want people to interact with, you know, answering this question or following this puzzle or something like that. Make it engaging. And that increases your organic reach, which is the reach that you can get without having to pay for it. Organic reach is new viewers of a post that doesn't typically see your thing without having to pay for it. And again, to get that, the content must grab attention and it must elicit reactions. So you got to have it where people are really engaged. And that's what Facebook and Instagram wants. They want you there. They don't typically like it when you post a post with a link to a video on YouTube or a video on Vimeo. They want you on that page. They don't want you to click on something that's going to take you away from their page. Keep them there. And you can upload your videos straight from your device. It doesn't have to be a YouTube link or anything like that, which is what they like. So in order to build engaging content, we need to identify our audience. And with that, we ask, what problem does your product or service solve? Who experiences these problems the most? Where do these people live, work, and shop? What age group do they belong to? Oh, I'm supposed to be clicking, sorry. I got behind. And of these groups, who has the means, the desire, and the motivation and the money to have this problem solved, and they're willing to pay for it? And then what platform does this group use the most? And so once your audience is identified, what do you create and how do you create something that's engaging to your audience? And one of the most popular things is videos, of course. So videos are shared on social media platforms 12 times more than their static counterparts. I'm just going to show this as a little quick video. It's just one example. There's several examples of videos. So that post would be something that you would want to put on a Friday when everybody feels good and they're happy, and it's just a happy little 24 seconds, I think is what it is. So that animals always grab attention, babies grab attention, and little kittens that are always playing grabs attention. If that fits, then that's great. And again, it doesn't have to be a commercial. It can be just something to post to elicit reactions on your page. It gets your page relevance up there. And so you want to experiment. Well, I'm out of order. 81% of Facebook business users use video content on their business pages. 81%. That's a lot. That they wouldn't be doing it if it didn't work. So video is one of the best ways to reach an audience. Again, not the only. And there's different types of videos. So you want to experiment with the videos. All major platforms are beginning to add new video features. The Facebook algorithm is starting to prioritize video, and naturally the other platforms will follow because Facebook is king. Live videos are one of the most effective and most important ways to reach your audience, and those are free. You don't have to pay anybody to do those. It's a way to let your audience into the company. And it also kind of goes past the algorithm. It doesn't, all the rules don't apply when it's a live video. You kind of get up there a notch just because it's a live Facebook video, because they like that feature and they want you to use it. But also people really like watching behind the scenes, personal, kind of authentic, up close and personal type videos, and live videos produce all of that. But it still needs to be pleasing to watch. So no fast movements of the camera, no jumping around and none of that stuff. Authentic is fine, mistakes are fine, just make it easy to watch. Don't make it to where somebody's going to get sick and click away. But the live videos truly are one of the most effective ways to reach an audience, and they're free. In May 2019, Facebook announced that the news feed will increasingly surface original quality videos. And then again, Facebook Live, it averages 6 times more engagement than a regular video. So that's pretty good odds to get it out there. The other thing you want to do is make sure you publish whatever your content is consistently. One solid post is much more effective if it's followed up with another. Social algorithms are working to watch who engages with your content. They then take that information and use it to make the site better for the users. So consistent posts means you're giving those robots more data, and robots love data. That to help get all these quality posts scheduled, think about using a social media management platform. A lot of the information that I've gathered for this, I got from Hootsuite, and they have free things, and there's a few other ones. Someone told me about Later, an app called Later, Later. It has a free platform and a paid platform. So just things like that. I don't know if Lynn Bonner is on here from Rev Local. She has given me a lot of tips and hints, and she's an expert at it. She's probably going to be handling mine because I make videos. she'll be the one posting for me and putting me all in the right places. And the other thing is, don't underestimate Facebook and Instagram stories. They skip the regular feed algorithm. So if you're having trouble reaching your users, it's more likely that you'll get seen in the stories feed. I know I do. I get a lot of notifications when people post a story. It'll pop up. I don't always get a notification when somebody posts in their feed, but I get that notification when they post in their stories. Those with regular posts, stories can be discovered using hashtags and locations. And you do want to make sure you use hashtags on all your posts, whatever it is, a hashtag, so people can find it. When they go to search for something, they'll find it if you have the correct hashtag and the correct title. And that, people, they're again, experts can help with that, helping you get the right hashtags and titles. And this happened to me last night, but not the night before, and not the night before. That I get just a blank page. It'll catch up. It just takes a minute, and I don't know why. I don't know what I've done to make it do it, but it does. But I'll just go ahead and tell you what it says, because we were just on it. Twitter and LinkedIn, they also use algorithms based programs to determine the value of a post to a specific audience. The main difference with Twitter is that it takes into account how often you use the platform and how engaged your users are with what you post. LinkedIn has significantly smaller reach than Facebook. LinkedIn's total users are about 500 million and 250 million monthly users, active users, where Facebook's is 2.65 billion users and 1.73 billion log on to Facebook every day. So it's a huge difference. But since professionals constantly update their information on LinkedIn, and they specifically look for content about business on the platform, LinkedIn is considered the best social network for B2B lead generation. And I know I get a lot more attention on LinkedIn and business from LinkedIn than I do Facebook, but I also don't keep up with my stuff. I make videos. I do need to to get someone to take care of it, but I'm out there and I'm being seen and I'm being noticed and I'm getting business from it. And I should do a lot better job being out there. LinkedIn's ads can cost significantly more than Facebook other social media paid ad posts, but their conversion rate on LinkedIn ads for B2B is also significantly higher. So there's 3 million users on LinkedIn that share content on a weekly basis, and those users are getting 9 billion impressions per week. So that's pretty good. That's a pretty good number. You know your content is being seen, to where Facebook's algorithms might keep it a little bit down unless you've got the good content that everybody's interacting with. YouTube and Vimeo, they have the same video only platform, and virtually anyone can create a page and post videos and hope for viewers and subscribers. While YouTube has a much stronger SEO than Vimeo, both can be utilized. But just as any new website takes time to get attention, it's the same being on YouTube. You're going to have to be there a minute. You're just going to have to wait it out. Eventually, you're going to get up there. And there are things that you can pay and have it increase better, but the strongest point is just being there. The longer you're there, the higher you're going to rank. Google Ads. This is an estimated 5.8 billion search queries on Google Ads every day for the paid search, where you pay Google or other search engines to advertise your content on SER, on search engine results pages. Oh, Google heard me. It's searching. So for relevant keywords. Let me start that again. With an estimated 5.8 billion search queries on Google every day, paid search, where you pay Google or other search engines to advertise your content on search engine results pages for relevant keywords, one of the most popular and effective types of online advertising. So says Google. So it's on Google, it must be true, right? What it means is, well, let me go to the next one. There's enormous demand for the top ad rankings, so Google triggers an auction anytime there are at least 2 advertisers bidding for keywords that are related to search queries that users consistently enter into Google. Then the winner of this auction is determined by relevance, previous interactions, and ad spend, the big dollars, whoever's spending the money. So if you have skinny jeans and Macy's has skinny jeans and people are searching that skinny jeans term, ad spend is going to win. Ad spend is going to win. So before you throw all your money at Google and just try and get paid to get up there, talk to an expert. Get the keywords, the right titles, the right hashtags. Make sure an expert is helping you get all of that in place before you just throw all your money out there, because Macy's is going to have more money than I do. Macy's is going to win. The big guys are going to win most of those auctions. So it's not impossible that the experts can help. So Pinterest, Etsy, eBay, all the rest, many of the popular social media and direct sales sites have been around much longer than our brand new website, and having a presence on these with their far-reaching SEO sites can drive traffic to our business. But again, correct titles, keywords, hashtags helps users to find you through their search inquiries on these sites, and that can help reach those potential new clients long before our own site will. If we can't keep up and represent our product, service, or company in the professional manner that we need to, then don't be on all these other guys. If you're going to be there, be professional. It's better to have a quality presence on a select few than a sloppy presence on any. So again, keep up with 1 or 2 daily, post daily on 1 or 2 sites, weekly on a couple more, and bi-weekly, monthly on the rest, just so people can find you and you are out there. But be professional. Don't just put something out there and leave it and never go back to it. It's not a set it and forget it. You be professional and update it. Be consistent with the updating. So the best times to post. Now this information I got it a while back, and I searched a few times, and there are some conflicts with the other information, but these times were the most consistent. Some people, there were a couple of other reports that were completely opposite, but most of what I found matches this. So 80% of the US population is in the central and eastern time zone. So we kind of want to keep that in mind when we're choosing the time to post. So Facebook, Sundays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays are the best days. The best times, 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. So again, Fridays are happy days. So Fridays are the best days to post funny or upbeat content. Posting at 3 p.m. will get you the most clicks, while 1 p.m. will get you the most shares. And all of these are broad. These will not fit every business and every post. These are just an average overall. You want to do your own investigating with your own post. When you post your stuff, keep up with it. There's analytics in Facebook. There's other things that you can track those posts to see what really is working the best for your posts. LinkedIn, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, before work, at lunch, and after work. That was consistent on all the reports that I found. And it's pretty consistent with most of the social media platforms. Is outside work hours is when you want to post, because that's usually when people are looking at them. But it says that business people are most likely to read LinkedIn in the mornings like a newspaper, and I know I do, and that's pretty common. Twitter says, let me move my face out of the way. Wednesdays at 12 p.m., 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. So Wednesdays around noon and 5 to 6 p.m. are the peak moments during workers' breaks on Twitter. And again, it's going to differ from business to business. But that's pretty common too. Google Plus is no longer a thing. So Pinterest, Saturdays and Sundays. And then they even break it down a little bit more. On Sundays, food, Mondays, fitness, Tuesdays, gadgets, Wednesdays, quotes, Thursdays, outfits, Fridays, gifts, and Saturdays, travel. And then 2 p.m., 9 p.m., and 2 a.m. So apparently a lot of creative people are night owls. Post at 2 a.m. So the takeaway, at one time, seeing ads on our social media sites was a nuisance. Just mentioned that already. So now not only do we expect it, we shop from it, with the average person spending approximately 6 hours a day, and that's pre-COVID, so we know it's even more now. On social media, it is the place to be seen, and even more under the current circumstances. Quality content is a must. Engaging your viewers to comment and share will increase your score crediting value to your post, signaling the platforms to allow it to be viewed by a larger audience. Videos are viewed and shared 1,200% more than static images or text-only posts, with Facebook Live posts gaining the highest views of any other type content, 6 times even more than regular videos. So even though this can be great, you still want to be appealing. So we need to determine their audience and then cater to them, their post times, their viewing times, because it will vary a little bit from business to business and post to post. So, did everybody fill out their little worksheet? And does anybody want to see what their platform works best for them, or what type content works best for them? Anybody?
Somebody just unmute yourself and speak up, and let's go through it. If you do have your worksheet that's ready, really good information.
No, really I don't have a worksheet, but I'll be willing to listen to someone else's.
Okay. I feel like I might have went a little too fast. Did I go too fast?
No, I don't think so. And two, just as a reminder, this is going to be posted online. I'm going to share a video link with everybody on this call, everybody who is registered. So everybody will have a chance to go back and review everything at their own pace. So no, absolutely didn't go through it too fast. Just want to make sure that if there are any questions or somebody wants to go through a worksheet real quick and try to maybe uncover the best place for you that you can speak up.
Joy?
Yes.
Where do I get a copy of this worksheet?
I'm sorry?
Where can I find a copy of the worksheet?
It should have been attached to the email that you received to log into this meeting.
Okay, then I'll go back and look at it.
Okay?
Joy, I got a question for Bonnie, please. Cindy from Coastal Welding Supply.
Yeah, Bonnie, would you unshare your screen for the moment?
Oh, sure.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi.
First, very informative, very up to date. We appreciate you. One thing we didn't touch on, which we've been very successful with at Coastal Welding Supply, is boosting our Facebook post at a very nominal cost. I just recently, and we have what we call Hump Day Welding Humor, where each Wednesday we post a funny meme. And I will boost that, which is incredible because it's so specific. With a boost, I can go to the exact cities I want to go to. I can type in keywords that are associated with our business, like any type of welding, TIG, MIG. So it's basically a straight bullet going into the people who follow us and who use our services. Just recently, for $20 boost for a 2-day period, I reached 17,600 people for $20.
Awesome.
And then what's really fun, and I almost call it fishing, but once they like the meme, I'll go in and invite them to follow Coastal. And that way I pick up followers, and we're over 5,000 right now.
Nice. That's great. Yeah, I didn't touch on that. But that is another part of the program is boosting. And if you, again, use the right keywords and the right hashtags, yes, boosting can be very, very effective. I've researched and gathered all this information, but my specialty is making videos. Dave DeRozier has someone that has that does the posting and has a lot of information on that as well. I have boosted some of my own posts. I did not get the results you got, but that is amazing. So yeah, if you can get that for $20, definitely you're doing the right thing. You've got the right titles and keywords and the right audience. So
and extremely targeted, specific to our business.
Yeah, you can narrow it down to minute. I mean, you can narrow it down to the most specific customer of all, and it is a good tool.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bonnie.
Yeah,
can you share with us some tips on? You mentioned that live videos and doing short videos of our own directly loaded onto Facebook and not put onto our own website or YouTube are the most effective ways to get Facebook share. Can you give us some tips on doing good videos, doing our own good videos, since that's your real area of expertise?
Sure. Yeah. When you're doing a live video, have a script. You don't read it, but get your ideas in order before you go on. Make sure you're dressed with, professionally, or whatever it is the setting is. Your clothing matches the setting. Wear colors that fit your color wheel, so you can come off, make sure you have hairspray so you don't have flyaways. One thing that I've heard in the past was wear red if it's in your color wheel, because it gives you confidence, and drink orange juice before you go on camera because it helps calm your nerves. And then don't be too critical. Just don't be extra critical of yourself. People want authenticity. They want that. And so it's fine if it's not perfect. Perfect won't work for that. That doesn't show authenticity because we're not perfect.
How,
The one thing that I just real quick want to mention, and we mentioned this a little bit with the branding one part, just kind of throw this in. People who are on social media are not media, particularly for business, although they'll be attracted to it and they'll be attracted to the right kind of messaging. When it comes to social media, it's not like watching the 6 o'clock news. When it comes to social media, they're looking through, seeing what's going on. It's a very casual, personal relationship. People like to be engaged. People will click on things that engage them. As Cindy mentioned, their memes on Wednesday are having a tremendous result. And I think that's probably more because of content than because of boosting. Boosting definitely helps. There's no doubt about it. But whenever you can come up with something that somebody looks at it and laughs, or they go, oh, wow, that's cool, I need to share this. We were talking about that the other day. It's a social interaction. So the less you can make it like a commercial and the more you can make it like an experiential type thing. And I know it's difficult sometimes to be that creative, but that's why people like Bonnie are here. That's why people like Jill are here, and other marketing pros and whatnot. So if you run into a stumbling block, reach out to them, reach out to the people that have a little braining session with the people that you work with, and just come up with some really cool little things you can do.
Testimonials are big from your clients. Just short little testimonials from happy customers. Meet the team, just taking the video camera through your office to meet your other employees is another one. Showing your work, whatever it is, your products, that kind of thing. There's a lot of different ones. Another thing that I had read, and I'm starting to see that it really is true. I didn't believe it at first, but is that the 3 to 4 minute videos will gain a lot of attention. Now, I've been schooled and I've been told, and I just know it's true, 20 seconds, and that's true of a certain type of video. But when you get into the stories and you get into the introductions and the testimonials, 3 to 4 minutes is fine. You're good with that. And with the people that are interested, they are going to watch it to the end. You still want to get most of your meat at the front, just in case they don't. But the 3 to 4 minutes, if they're interested in your product or your service, they will watch the whole thing. But it, again, has to be engaging.
Bonnie?
Yes.
Following on what Joey said, the people on Facebook are not specifically there for business. Once you get their attention, that's where the value of your website comes in.
Yes.
Because you send them to the website, which is there for business.
Absolutely.
That's a very good distinction between the two different media.
Yes, and that's your goal with that video or post or meme, is you want them to get more information. Just get more information, whether they call you, go to your website, however it is that's the goal.
And another thing that I want to mention as far as that's concerned too, we all on this call pretty much have a real advantage over a lot of the bigger companies because we're nimble. We have the ability to post on our own for our business. We have an interaction with a manager or something that'll give the okay. A lot of the big guys, they don't have that. They can't just go in and immediately post, some content to move the business forward. If somebody's working at a box store, they post. It's not an ad for the business or whatnot. So you're nimble and you're creative and you're the mind behind, your brand and how you present yourself. So use that to have that freedom to get the eyes and ears that you're looking for.
Yep.
Are there any other questions, or anybody have anything as far as the worksheet is concerned? We do these worksheets for these because we want you to have something to take away with you, something physical that you can look at as you're determining your next posts or your branding message or how to brand, or is my brand right, or my colors right? I mean, there's all that stuff that goes into it. So if you want to ask any questions as far as the worksheet is concerned, please do.
Well, I found it, Jody.
Oh, good.
And I answered all the questions.
I'm sorry, Clarence, did you want to ask something? I'm sorry.
No, I said I found the worksheet and I did answer the questions.
Oh, well, ask if you want to, yeah.
Yeah, I think the first one. actually it was on my phone. I'm about to go back to it. Give me a second. All right. Okay, the first one was about what problems does your product or services, and mine is reduce stress of running a business. Because me, what I'm talking about, what I usually tell people is this: do you have an exit strategy? What's your plan when you get past 50 or 60 and you're still running this business? Because from time to time you're running into people, they don't really realize it, but they are slaves to the business because they can't quit. You know, it was great when you was in your 20s and 30s, but when you get up to 50s and 60s, this is not no more fun. You know, you're locked in this place that you can't go, you can't even go on vacation. So if you don't have some strategy of where you're going and how you're going to get off this train eventually, then that's what I try to show people. How do you get from where you are to where you want to be later on in life? And what are you going to do with all these assets that you've accumulated over this period of time? Do you have a strategy to pass it on to the next generation? And this is what I offer.
So your target audience would be older business owners looking to retire?
No, I'm trying to catch them before then, because when you get up to my age, it's kind of late. So
Okay.
I'm looking at somebody who's been in business about 3 to 5 years, so they have some experience on running a business and finding out that it, you know, running a business is not what you thought it was when you first started.
I got you.
We got a great idea. We're very good at what we do. But when you find it, when you get into a business, you find out it's a whole different ballgame, because now you have to wear a lot of hats and learn a lot of things that you never knew before.
So would you say your target audience are small to medium-sized business, larger?
Yes, small,
Small,
medium. I don't have, I stay away from big businesses, and I really try to stay away from people who just starting, because let's face it, they got a lot of problems. And one of the things they're short on is money.
Okay.
So, you know,
Yeah.
you really got to budget this money and separate it and watch it real close. So they, although what I offer is an investment, they will probably see it as an expense. Because, you know, for this thing will probably run you somewhere between $150 to $200 a month. And that's a lot of money if you just start up. But if you've been in business for a while, then you're beginning to see the value of what I have to offer. And now it is not an expense, it's a great investment. Or am I just dreaming in my own head?
So you're more of a B2B, you're a business.
Yes, I'm a B2B. I'm definitely a B2B.
Are you on LinkedIn?
Excuse me? I'm on everything you said except TikTok. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I'm not there yet either. So, and do you post regularly? Are you consistent?
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. For the last couple of years, what I've been doing is going round and round and finding out who the hell I am. I know that may sound strange, but I started off trying to do this and I did that, and I finally started boiling it down to where I'm comfortable with what I have to offer and how I present it. As when I first started, I didn't even have a presentation. So I would try to wing it every time, and that don't work.
So that is what I would suggest, is be consistent with your posts on LinkedIn. Just focus on LinkedIn. Don't worry about the others. Just be daily posts on LinkedIn every day.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any other questions? Well, I do want to say, I mean, if we wrap up early, I guess we wrap up a little bit early and not skin off anybody's nose, I suppose. But Bonnie Revia with bmax Inc. Productions, thank you so much for your time and for the expertise. Like I said, we're going to be posting this link to the stream video and sending an email out here. You'll get it today at some point if you were on this call or registered. You can go back and review it. I think especially cool that Bonnie put together the analytics on when is the best time to post. Of course, everything changes, you know, especially with COVID, as you mentioned, but that's really good data to have. A lot of people don't know that. And so especially, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I thought that was really valuable, but a lot of other things are really valuable too. And especially surprised as far as LinkedIn is concerned. That was one I didn't see coming. So there's always something from these seminars that you can really pull out of them. And Bonnie, thank you very much. Thanks to everybody for being here. Keep your eyes peeled on your email and you'll be receiving this. We're also going to be posting it to the website and to our Facebook page for everybody else who didn't get a chance. Our next seminar, all of these are a result of a member survey that was sent out a few months ago on things of interest in our business community here locally, and they included branding and they included a lot of different subjects. Next Thursday is going to be change management. This is going to be presented by Ellen Zimmerman of Zimmerman Consulting. She is putting together a presentation to help you weed through all of the changes that you're experiencing now and probably will experience in the coming months, and put it together in a way to get you to think outside the box to move your business forward. It's really smart and really has some great information to share with you. That's going to be taking place at 10 o'clock next Thursday. We will send out an invitation and a registration will be open shortly. You can go to the events calendar at bmtcoc.org later this afternoon, and that event will be open for registration. So
Awesome.
With that, Bonnie, thank you very much. Thanks for everybody again for being on the call. Love seeing you, and we look forward to seeing you next Thursday. And if you can make it for the business connection tomorrow morning at 8:30, I'll send you a link, so reach out to me. Bonnie will be there, huh, Bonnie?
I'll be there.
Right on. Good. Jill's going to be there. I hope Susanna, Dave, Cassie, Katrina, y'all come on in. Kendra, be looking for you. All right?
Thank you.
Have a wonderful Thursday. We will see you tomorrow morning. If we don't, we'll see you next Thursday or soon in person. So y'all have a great day and a great weekend coming up, okay?
You too, Joey. Thank you.
Thank you all very much for
Thank
stopping
you
in.
all.
Appreciate
Bye,
it.
everyone.
Bye. Bonnie, great job.
Thank you.
Thank you. See y'all later.
Bye.